copy. I'm Rocky, leave his eyes all glossy, but in the end zone is where you can spot when I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown.
I'm downstairs. You mean? Girl, I told you I'd be ready. You always got excuses and you know I be on top of things. Punctual my proper name. On the dot is not your aim. Although we in love, we are not the same. I hit you on that celly. You said you needed 5, that was more than 12 ago. Claim you got your hands tied, time stuck like Velcro. Georgia Peach on east side like it's ATL. You lacking, you tripping, you slacking, impatient, be waiting, confused like what happened. How you get attitude cause I'm getting mad, cause you wanna take 20 minutes and a half. And on top of that, I gotta get gas out of the freeway, pick up traffic. What the f is you doing? We gotta dip, 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 dip. Cardi, yeah. Watch it tick, 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 tick. Waiting for that last minute for your hell. Now stop playing games, go and bring your downstairs. Come on, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Girl, you know that time that you wasting, like time that you wasting, like time that you wasting on my time. Come on, girl, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Girl, you know that time that you wasting, like time that you wasting, like time that you wasting on my time. Took me 20 to get ready, yo. Shower, moisturizer, and the fit I had on yesterday. Uniform necessities, multiples of everything. Now your neighbor wanna come and speak to me like,
hey, how you doing? I ain't too bad.
ha 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 ha. Hit her with a few fake laughs. She talking my ear off. It's sympathy I lack. I care about one thing. What up? Anyway, gotta pay a little more. We late to the jet, gotta jet cause the boat leave at 8. And we got some fur on the upper deck in the orchestra. Gon' play a score for every Ablo project. You ain't scared to change cause it's ain't coming out your pockets. My fruity and slip, I'm rude a little bit. Don't be acting so appalled. Oh, your girl, let it put so much into tonight. And you just don't care. Now stop playing games, gun, bring your downstairs. Come on, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go.
Me, relax, chill, all right?
To tonight, just don't care. Playing games, girl, bring your downstairs.
I think I left something in the house.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the New York Jets and the Kansas City Chiefs. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Take it in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go, here we go. 564 weeks.
A man from nearby Wichita, it's Breece Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Wilson to throw. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Well, first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Now Wilson on first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I think defensively, you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Open man here is Conklin.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds Corey Davis. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 23. Needed 13, they got 14 on 3rd down.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
On 2nd and goal, Wilson, and he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line.
That's George Karlaftis who fought his way through the line to bury him. Now make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback, maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while, but when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the 6. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 1st down, Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The Chiefs at 500 at 6-6. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing now is Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. He's got room at the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Another catch for Valdez-Scantling. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Now a handoff looking right. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal. There's some good running there. Gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have moved out in front. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it. Down by 2 scores.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Wilson now to throw on third down. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. Wilson will throw again. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Justin Reed.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Ashton Davis.
Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Fielded right around the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, He wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They go play action now. Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he'll find Hall. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
They go play action with Wilson. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Nick Bolton able to record his 5th sack of the season. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Throwing is Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Hall. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. On 3rd down, Wilson.
That's to Davis. He's got it. Touchdown, New York.
Corey Davis, a 16-yard touchdown.
And the Jets are back within a score.
Wilson going to throw for it. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out.
And now the rookie's free. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A 93-yard kickoff return.
And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They coming off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting them the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. Under pressure, they got him again.
Leo Chanel
dropping him for the 2nd straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on 3rd down.
So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack.
He's going to look deep for more. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Now it's Wilson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Wilson.
Finding more on the out route for the completion.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around Chanel able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say,
and he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here we go. It's Wilson on fourth down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Mahomes. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Let's get it. Let's go.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And that ball popped free. We could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And incomplete on the deep ball. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. To me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Here we go on 4th down. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. From the gun, it's Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. And that is caught. It's Davis. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They give him a gain of 37. He had one touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal. Wilson. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll look to run with Hall. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown.
His 12th rushing touchdown, his 16th overall.
And the Jets have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. They'll look to throw. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone to cut the deficit down to 4. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
On 2nd and very short, Mahomes. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Hey, 43.
Back to throw.
To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done.
How about that? They weathered the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Mahomes to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Oh, what a move. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team